I just like to switch voices sometimes, you know? So, like, I was going to try to do the British voice, but, like, I can't. Like, I can't think
See, that's cool and all, but we're doing a podcast. And
Is it, though?
And that necessitates kind of a, we literally had a discussion, I forget where we don't do voices on the podcast.
I don't know, I think we should do voices on the podcast, because I think it makes it a more interesting situation. Like, we could have, like, 4 people talking instead of just one or 2.
You want to introduce me to your British friend there, Juan?
I don't know. I don't think Juan is able to introduce people at the moment.
So who am I speaking with, if not Juan?
I haven't.
You haven't workshopped this character.
My name
very
is
much.
Hugh Grant. I don't even sound like Hugh Grant right now.
What's up, Hugh Grant?
I'm perfectly comfortable just rolling with it.
I really liked you in Ken Russell's Lair of the White Worm.
Thank you. It's one of my preferred performances.
So welcome to episode 29 of Stuck in the Middle with You, a podcast where 2 guys take a look at a critically divisive film and see on what side of the consensus they fall on. My name is Derek Gade, and I have a special guest today. It's Hugh Grant, ladies and gentlemen.
You know what? I don't need this kind of antagonism in my life. I feel personally attacked, and
oh my god,
you know, great. I feel like this really plays into the themes we're going to be discussing in our film today, because our film is all about friends who are fighting, and that is us.
I mean, we were literally talking a while ago, either like on a Skype chat or like in the Dim the House Lights Slack, about doing voices on our podcasts and not doing them. And out comes Juan out of the gate with this Hugh Grant impression.
I mean, in fairness, I was just doing it because it's fun. It's not even a Hugh Grant impression. He was the first British person who came to my fucking mind.
Which I think says like fucking volumes about you.
Does it though? Does it?
I mean, where do you rank Notting Hill on like the...
Excuse me, who said I was thinking of Notting Hill? I find it like...
What were you thinking of?
I find it reductive that you would think that is my go-to Hugh Grant movie.
What is your go-to Hugh Grant movie?
It's like a toss-up between Music and Lyrics and Bridget Jones's Diary.
Oh yeah, he was in that shit. I forgot about that.
Oh my god, like the other day on Film Twitter, everyone went on this big thing about like loving Music and Lyrics, and I felt so at home with other people for once in my life on Film Twitter.
I have not seen Music and Lyrics, surprisingly.
Oh, it's so fucking good. It has such good music. It's like...
But I do like
Drew Barrymore and Hugh Grant. It's so good. I love it. I love it. It has like the best Wham parody of all time. I'm going to send it to you later.
R.I.P. George Michael.
It's called Pop Goes My Heart.
Goes my heart. But we're not here to talk about Music and Lyrics, which may or may not have close to a 50% rating. I feel like that's a movie that would have close to 50% rating on Rotten Tomatoes.
It probably would, but that's a shame that it doesn't. But we are here to talk about Death Becomes Her.
That's right. Directed by Robert Zemeckis, released in 1992. And this was my Christmas present to you, Juan. And I don't want to say that I got a lump of coal, because I didn't. But I didn't.
You really didn't. Like, fuck off. Like,
but I didn't get the gift I wanted.
I got the gift I wanted.
I got something decent. But, you know.
I got a super awesome rewatch of one of my favorite movies.
So, yeah, I was kind of hot and cold on this one. And Juan, you really like this movie. So I'll leave you the honors. What the fuck is Death Becomes Her about?
So Death Becomes Her is about a... Oh my god, where do I start? Oh, okay, so...
It's not a super thick plot. I mean...
I don't know. I think a lot of shit happens. Okay, so it is about Madeline Ashton, who is an actress on, like... It opens with, like, this ultra campy, awful musical.
Super cheesy.
It's, like, the worst thing in the world, but it's so over the top, and it, like, really sets the tone.
My literal first thought was, this kind of sucks, but Juan would love this.
Yeah, I ate that shit up.
Yeah.
Okay, so played by Meryl Streep, and she is, like, this very narcissistic, manipulative human being, and she invites her... Or no, she doesn't invite her friend. Like, her friend, who's, like this modest woman named Helen.
I think the word you're looking for is mousy. Because they try...
Yes, mousy.
They try real hard to make Goldie Hawn look kind of dumpy.
Yeah, they really do. Even though she still looks pretty cute.
I mean, yeah.
And it's Goldie Hawn.
This kind of leads into like my problems with the movie, but we'll get.
Okay, we'll
get to
discuss
that.
those in a moment. Yes, so Goldie Hawn as Helen and her fiance, a plastic surgeon named Ernest, which is played by Bruce Willis.
In the Colin Farrell in The Lobster role.
Yeah, basically. Like, it's so good, so good.
I will say I much preferred Willis here to Farrell in The Lobster.
Okay, they're both wonderful for individual reasons that I will not get into right now. But so Madeline steals Ernest away from Helen, and then Helen becomes like obsessed with getting back at her and plotting revenge.
Okay.
And that's like the basic plot. We will get into the rest of it later, including why the movie is named Death Becomes Her, because it's
a pun. It has double meaning.
Such a good pun.
I mean, that's the kind of pun you write a movie around. I mean, granted.
Yeah, honestly.
But
Right,
so yeah, this is basically a darkly comic kind of Tales from the Crypt-esque ostensible comedy.
Yes.
And since this is a Robert Zemeckis movie, it wouldn't be a Robert Zemeckis movie without some kind of like technical gimmick. And the technical gimmick here being the special effects. Admittedly, they do look really sweet. There's something really weird about... Well, we'll get to that kind of organically.
As the plot unfolds.
Thank you.
Yes.
Now, I think that this movie kind of soured me right at the top and never fully got me back. Because, like, after... so this is how the plot goes. Bruce Willis and Meryl Streep get married. And Goldie Hawn becomes this sort of this like vengeful, obsessed, like, you know, every bad psycho lady trope. And it's not enough that happens. Like, there's like, you know, a cutaway to her in like a fat suit. There's like this giant like lol, look at her fat ass shot, which is like kind of really bad and made me feel really bad. And it's like Goldie Hawn in a fat suit watching this like in her fucking like decrepit apartment with like 50 cats in it. And I'm like, this really sucks. This is like really unfortunate that they're doing this. And not that.
I mean, okay, so like quick comment on that. Like, it was the early 90s. I feel like that was like, I don't want to say like a different time for comedy, but it was kind of a different time for comedy.
It was, in that the 90s were very hacky and a lot of comedy was very bad.
Okay, but do you not feel like that concept of like her wearing the fat suit and like her just like going to that full extreme opposite of who she was?
Like, I admire like the technical wizardry of like the fat suit and all that. But I don't
not just that, but do you not think it plays into the themes of like beauty as a concept ruining the lives of women?
I think it tries to do that. I don't know how well it succeeds. Because
it succeeds pretty well.
And it definitely doesn't help the fact that as she's being dragged out of her apartment because of like, you know, late rent payments, not only is she like watching a tape of Meryl Streep's character getting fucking choked out by Michael Caine in what I have to admit is a very inspired cameo.
It really is, and it's such a nice little like Hitchcock type film for him to like. It's literally like a Hitchcock knockoff.
And but not only that, I mean, she's being dragged away eating Betty Crocker like cake shit, and that's just like and this is supposed to be funny, I guess.
I thought it was amusing.
I thought it was very unfortunate, which was confirmed by this whole next sequence at the psychiatric hospital, where it's like, yeah, let's have the shrink fucking yell at her.
Yeah.
And I'm not down with that. And I think the first 15 minutes soured me to the point where I couldn't get on board for the next hour and a half.
Well, I think that's fair.
I mean, like I said at the top, I admire like the technical wizardry of the film. There are like bits and pieces of this movie I really like. And here's the thing. Here's the secret sauce of the whole operation. I don't think Meryl Streep is that funny. I don't like it when Meryl Streep plays broad, especially when she's up against Goldie Hawn, who plays mean about 1,000,000 times better in this movie.
Okay, well, we're going to have a little problem here.
Okay.
Because how dare you? As someone who thinks Meryl Streep is overrated, much like our president-elect currently does.
A certain politician. Not to say that Meryl Streep is bad by any stretch of the imagination.
No, not at all.
But
I love Meryl
think
Streep
she's not.
with all of my
she's
heart.
not that good.
No, I think she's very good.
I think she's good.
They give her awards for things that she doesn't deserve them for. But anyway,
like awards that should be going to other actresses her age, because they're all working too, right?
Yes.
But I don't think she's really funny. Like she has
I think she is.
She has a very ticky way of acting funny.
Okay, but I think if you settle into that, it depends on whether or not you enjoy that kind of acting, I guess. And I do.
And here's the thing, I'm not saying that, that Goldie Hawn or Bruce Willis were going method for this, but I definitely thought that Goldie Hawn was the superior of the two female leads. And I really liked Bruce Willis playing Dumpy.
Okay, but my thing about Meryl Streep's character that I think you're also, I guess, kind of not overlooking necessarily, but kind of, I don't think you're giving her enough credit, is that she is technically playing a character who would be that kind of persona. She is an actress, first and foremost, a failing actress who is desperately trying to hold on to that career. And I think she plays that so well. I think both of the women play their role. I think all three of them are magnificent in this, honestly. Not to mention, there's also another actress that we have not mentioned yet because we haven't gotten to that point, but I think all three of them are excellent in this movie.
I will agree with two of those. And not to say that Meryl Streep was bad, I just didn't like her in this movie. I didn't like her acting choices, let's put it that way. The way she chooses to act funny or flippant.
Okay.
Doesn't work for me.
I mean, that's fair. That's fine. I don't agree. I think she's playing to that role. I think it's a very vain character. It's a little breathy, but not really. It's very much the atypical, what you expect of a Hollywood starlet who's very vain in a movie. And I dig that. And also a failing one, because the entire second shot of the movie is just the slow 2.5 minute shot that's half musical number, half audience walking out, and then honestly I think that bit of Bruce Willis just saying she's sensational is that I think that was the moment I knew hey, I adore this movie. I'm sold on that hits my wavelength. It's you start with a shitty disco number, abysmal, and then you go to Bruce Willis just being astounded at the bit. It's great. I love it. Anyway, so much about this movie is about playing things up, and I'm that's what I'm here for.
It's weird because I'm down with sort of the comic gothic accents in this film. Mm-hmm. I like the way that this movie uses architecture to sort of play that up.
Oh my god.
That it plays internal space, just staircases that go on for days and buildings that are 15 times as high as they are wide. And I liked all of that. I like Goldie Hawn. I like Bruce Willis. There's my favorite shot in the movie is when Bruce Willis. Okay, so the gimmick of the movie is that so Meryl Streep, failing actress, goes and sees a smoking hot Isabella Rossellini in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
That just knocked me on my ass.
She's so perfect.
She's really
she's
good.
Also magnificent in this. She's so good at comedy, and I feel people don't appreciate that enough. And I feel lately, I think people have been realizing it more and more, but I need her in more films, honestly.
She's still around. She's still working.
No, she is. She was in Joy. She was the only good part of... No, that's not true. She wasn't the only good part of Joy. She was entirely misplaced in Joy, but she was delightful in Joy. Green Porno. She's always in Guy Madden stuff.
Mm-hmm.
She was in something else recent. Oh, she was on 30 Rock a decade ago now.
Was this the period of time when she was dating David Lynch?
This movie,
yeah,
I think was right after she dated David Lynch. I'm fairly confident it was after. But no, she's excellent. But as go on as you were saying about the plot.
Yeah, the gimmick of the movie is that Isabella Rossellini is this ageless witch type person, a mystic who has an elixir that can stop the aging process, and tuck all your saggy bits to the way they were before. And
Yep.
Meryl Streep gets her hands on it, and the gimmick is that she can't die. Spoiler alert, she breaks her neck in fairly spectacular fashion. Like,
Yes, as you were like to slide back to the staircase bit that you were talking about, like how staircases can seem endless. The bit where she falls down the stairs is like entirely Looney Tunes style to the like it's just like she just keeps falling and falling and falling, and like you see her dead in the background of the shot, and slowly but surely she starts like getting
coming
up
back
and twisting around, and it's like this horrific moment happening in the background while these two characters are talking in the foreground, and it's so well done. Like, it's so good. I love it.
I mean, also it's played for laughs because this movie. Like, her head's on backwards, like her neck is all fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, my favorite shot of the movie is like when Bruce Willis like pulls her out of the morgue after they see Sidney Pollack in another inspired little cameo.
Sidney Pollack is really good in this bit.
Sidney Pollack's a really good actor. Go figure.
I know.
And and he's at the morgue, and he realizes that Meryl Streep is still alive in spite of the fact that all known science would have her pronounced dead. And it's kind of just a quick zoom onto his head, and he points his finger up in the air like he's a fucking rock star and says, "It's a miracle." And then there's like a thunderclap. And that's really good. I really like that.
It's so good. It's so, and again, like a lot of the stuff that you were saying, just like a second ago, is like so many of the special effects in this movie, or the practical effects, both, because it's a mixture of both. It's just like you can tell how much fun everyone in this movie was having. I don't know. I think about the way that, like, if you remade this movie today, it would seem so frustrating to me because it would be all of these like uncomfortable visual effects that are like too realistic and stuff, and I feel like that wouldn't work as well as the cartoonish nature of this. Like, the reason why all of like these old movies by like Robert Zemeckis and Jim Henson and Frank Oz and Joe Dante are like so good is because of all this practical work and like slight mixture of special but like or visual, like whatever.
It's funny you bring up Joe Dante, because I brought up Joe Dante in my Letterboxd review of this, which you have
in your Letterboxd review, yes.
that you have apparently pulled up to use as leverage against me.
No, I'm not going to use as leverage against you. We've already disagreed. It's fine.
But I did say, and I still believe this, that I really, really, really wish that someone with a more keen cartoon visual sense, like Joe Dante, or someone with like a sharper satirical mind, like Joe Dante, or if we go the more horror route, like just a gross out guy like Stuart Gordon would have done this movie. And I could totally see Stuart Gordon doing this movie.
But I think a Stuart Gordon version of this movie would be so wildly different.
It probably wouldn't be as funny.
No, not at all. But I do think I think Robert Zemeckis is at his best element when he's making things as cartoonish as possible, or like engaging in like highly technical feats. And I think this is a little bit of both.
I agree with the second part. Because when he really wants to get cartoony, he brings in help. He didn't bring on help this time. Like, when I think cartoony Zemeckis, when he really gets his like sort of Looney Tunes mojo on, you think of Who Framed Roger Rabbit, right?
Of course.
But he brought on Richard Williams, the god Richard Williams, to do the animation on that.
That's true.
But he's no stranger to collaboration. He works very closely with a lot of the same people.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking that there's a version of this movie that's better because Zemeckis can focus on the tech shit, and then other people can handle the cartoons.
See, I don't know if I would agree with that, because I do think he does such an excellent job at being cartoonish. Like
this version of this movie is not the best version of this movie.
I don't agree. I don't agree at all. I think this is like absolutely the best version of this movie. And again, like I do think I think so much of the cartoonish stuff works. I think it's so perfectly over the top. Like and like so many of the jokes just land so well for me. Like one of my favorite bits is I mean like when what's his name? Bruce Willis, like towards the end he's like self-sacrificing so he'll never have to deal with these two awful women who like, so what happens throughout the movie is that they end up like forcing Bruce Willis, since he's a plastic surgeon, to continue to like renovate them essentially.
Oh, spoiler alert! Like we should fill in a plot hole here. Meryl Streep takes the potion from Isabel
that will like make her live forever, and Goldie Hawn has also taken that,
and she has also taken it, and that's the big twist. I mean, well, you kind of know, but that's the twist. And so continue.
So he's like about to self-sacrifice, and then he dives, or he like falls backwards. You think he's gonna die, and then he falls through this like giant window that's just like the creation of Adam, and it's such a good moment for the remainder of the film, because it immediately like cuts after that. Like he lives, and then he ends up getting away from them, and it's like him falling through the window that is the giant painting of the creation of Adam is just this like rebirth for his character, to the point where the funeral that ends the film, it's the most ridiculous. It's just these people talking up how magnificent he was, and
we don't get we're not privy to any of this.
Not at all. Like it's just literally like a discussion of like him at his funeral. It's like the whole film is about like eternal youth and what we're willing to do to get it. And then priest is like this teacher, this benefactor, this something had in his own way discovered the secret of eternal life, and it's here among us in the hearts of his friends, and the secret of eternal youth in the lives of his children and his grandchildren. And it's so like it's such a good, smart, funny way to end this movie that has literally been about like two women trying to kill each other because they both want eternal beauty, and they want this man who will help them maintain that eternal beauty and youth. And it's great. I love it. And the ending reminds me a little bit of Nothing, in like these two being stuck together forever.
Oh,
yeah. Especially with their heads like just on the floor.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't even think of that, but that's true.
Throwback.
But you say funny. I thought movie is making the classic mistake of explaining its themes right at the end.
Oh no! I thought it was a really funny way of like, it's like the conclusion like the concluding paragraph of your essay.
Yeah, I know, but when was the last time you read an essay with a concluding paragraph like that was good?
Okay, but like that was a good one. I feel like that's a good example of a concluding.
I don't know if I like the movie could have just ended with the funeral and like eulogies and shit, and it didn't have to sit like. I think this has just become like the toughest thing to explain. One of the toughest things to explain is why you find something funny. Comedy is really hard to explain, and it's very, very personal.
Comedy is wildly personal, yes.
And I think this is a classic example of it. Whereas I found a lot of this movie kind of amusing, you thought this movie was like A+ comedy, would watch again, right?
I've seen this movie so many times,
and I don't plan on revisiting it unless I do like sort of a Zemeckis rewatch or something.
Well, my thing is, like, I always end up, like, finding, like, little jokes that I, like, may not have heard. Or, like, I'll see, like, little bits of, like, performance that I appreciate more. Like, this time around, I really, really, like, I fell further in love with Isabella Rossellini. Because, like, again, I keep on further realizing, like, oh my god, like, she is such a talented comedy actress. And
She's
I
really
do
good.
think she was the standout for me this viewing of it. And I think Robert Zemeckis takes such advantage of Rossellini as both like a sexual figure and a comic figure. And like, you know, like where Lynch plays on her fragility and her beauty in Blue Velvet, Zemeckis makes her this like gorgeous figure who wields that beauty and like showcases her talent for deadpan like way before she started using it as frequently as she does now. Like, I think this really, really was such a big step for her in, like, wielding that comedy.
And as much as we're talking about comedy being tough to, like, nail, that sort of comic, ironic, dark, Tales of the Crypt tone is also really hard to nail.
Yes.
And the movie does it a lot, but doesn't stick the landing like we were talking about. It's not just a matter of it being funny. I think they kind of like just slip and stumble a little bit. I'm not wild about the on-the-nose ending.
I feel like I just need to push you down a staircase, honestly. I feel like that would solve all of our problems.
And I don't think that's funny.
Well, I mean, that's fine.
Comedy's hard, man. I mean, here's the thing, though. I wouldn't go as far as to say that this movie is bad, because it's not. But I will say that it's not for me.
Well, that's fair.
Because I'm a mature person. I'm a grown man. And I can know when things aren't for me necessarily.
Yes, I don't disagree. I think that's fine. You know, like, it's cool that you you don't care for it.
And you're going to say something pithy to sort of counter me.
No, I'm not. I'm honestly not.
Okay.
I think I don't agree with you. But, you know, like, I love this movie. I could rewatch this forever. I think it has so many good quotes, you know, like Flaccid. God, she says it so fucking well. I love it. I love it. When she's, like, freaking out because she can see her ass, it's great. I love it. And then, like, again, like, Sidney Pollack has some, like, good fucking, like, bits that, like, in, like, such a minor role.
Yeah, he's in this movie for, like, 5 minutes, but they're, like, 5 of the best minutes in the movie.
Yeah, I know. They're so good. I think, Willow Caitlin on Letterboxd was like, favorite thing I caught on rewatch was Sidney Pollack saying whoopsie upon hearing that Meryl Streep had broken her neck falling down a flight of stairs. And like, yeah, like that's one of those bits that I eat up so easily.
You know,
it's
like, I don't find myself thinking about Eyes Wide Shut that often, but when I do, I think of Sidney Pollack. I think of just that whole scene in the pool room.
First of all, how dare you?
Wait a minute, hold on.
How dare you?
I mean, I don't think about movies all the time, contrary to popular belief.
No, but like, that's the scene you think of when you think of Eyes Wide Shut?
I like Sidney Pollack.
Like, you...
I like Sidney Pollack as an actor.
Okay, but like, Eyes Wide Shut is literally my favorite Kubrick film. How dare you? Like...
I mean, there's lots of good scenes in that movie, but I really like how foreboding the scene with Sidney Pollack is.
No, I think it's excellent. I think it's so good. But, like, I would not say that's, like, the thing I think of whenever I think of Eyes
Juan,
Wide Shut.
It's almost as if we're two different people who read movies.
What? I don't understand what subjectivity is. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Speaking of Eyes Wide Shut, two things, actually, about Eyes Wide Shut. One, did you tell the story of how you came about to seeing this movie for the first time on the pod?
I have no idea, but I can say it really quickly now. The first time I ever saw Eyes Wide Shut, I was 10 years old. I was in a hotel room in Orlando because we were all at Disney, and I was sick, and my family went out to eat food, and they left me alone in the hotel, and I was flipping through channels, and then all of a sudden, I stumble onto this like really weird ominous movie with like playing in the background. I'm like, oh shit, this is fucking weird. And I leave it on, and all of a sudden I see like just like naked women like bowing and doing shit, and people with masks and like coats and cloaks and shit, and I'm just like, oh my god, what is happening? And I just kept watching, and I'm pretty sure I saw like a solid like hour, if not hour and a half of the movie before my family got back, and I was so engrossed and fascinated, and ended up finding out what the movie was. And then later on in life I saw it again in full, and I'm pretty positive that's what like traumatized me and made me the human being I am today.
It's like my favorite story.
Isn't it such a good story? Like, I love that, like...
It's not so much that you can't happen upon it when you were 10 sick in a hotel room, is that you fucking toughed 90 minutes of it when you were 10 sick in a hotel room.
I mean, like, I don't know what the fuck I thought when I was a 10-year-old watching that movie, but, like, I'm fairly convinced it fucked me up.
I can definitely tell you what I was thinking of when I was 10 years old. Damn, how about them Digimon? I like Digimon.
Oh my god. I mean, same though. I love Digimon. I love Pokemon. I love all things. But you know what else I love?
This movie? Death Becomes Her?
Yeah.
I mean...
Oh, also, speaking of Isabella Rossellini and David Lynch backtracking,
Okay.
At one point they say that they're going to take her to the top of Mulholland Drive. And, like, I was like, oh my god, I'm secretly convinced that David Lynch loves this movie because he saw it right after he and Isabella broke up, and he missed her, and that's how he inevitably came up with his own film about Hollywood and vanity and abusive relationships. Cough, cough, Mulholland Drive.
I like this idea.
Right? Isn't it? I'm glad that, like, my shitty narrative about David Lynch creating Mulholland Drive.
You call it what it is. Call it a headcanon, or call it what it really is, fan fiction.
Yeah, I'm all here for like Death Becomes Her being the reason David Lynch created Mulholland Drive.
That's so weird. But no, my second Eyes Wide Shut question was, whatever happened to Lily Sobieski?
I have no idea.
I remember her being a big deal in the late 90s.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't remember the late 90s because I'm young.
Well, I'm young too. I was around. You were out watching fucking Eyes Wide Shut when you were 10, asshole.
It's true. God bless me.
So let's skip ahead to final ratings.
Yeah, I guess so. Actually, I did want to make a quick shout out to like the makeup design by Dick Smith and the prosthetics makeup supervisor Kevin Haney.
Got to give credit where credit is due. That's some good special effects.
Yeah, and like the special body effects were designed and created by Tom Woodruff Jr. and Alec Gillis. And like, mind you, these two men worked on like Predator, The X-Files, Jumanji, Hollow Man, Spider-Man, Terminator, Aliens.
Hollywood
Alien
technicians
3.
aren't discriminate, I think.
No, not at all. But like these fucking roles are just so, like, all of these movies are so, well, not all of them are so good, but like a lot of them are like very cool. But okay, so wait for it. Tom Woodruff Jr. was the puppeteer for guess which movie?
Legend?
No.
Fuck.
Grown Ups 2.
Oh my god. Wait, there were puppets in that movie? Oh, for the the deer at the beginning of the fucking movie. Oh my god.
So a long time ago, Derek wrote a review of Grown Ups 2, which you should all go read on dimthehouselights.com.
It is the bane of my
website
existence.
For film criticism that we both write for.
Yeah, I wrote that review like a few years ago, and I think it's still my most popular piece on that website.
I love it. It's a magnificent opening sentence, paragraph.
For some reason, people like it when I'm angry.
I know, it's so good. But like the fact that this man was a puppeteer for the deer in Grown Ups 2 is a very emotional thing for us. So you should absolutely go read that review if you're listening to this podcast. So yeah.
Final judgments on Death Becomes Her by Robert Zemeckis.
I obviously give it a fresh. I think it's an excellent film, and you should all watch it. Go ahead, Derek.
I mean, there's a lot to like in this movie, but I just couldn't get past the first kind of 15 minutes of it. Some of the comedy works, and a lot of it doesn't for me. And Meryl Streep ain't all that hot in this movie. So, I mean, I'm going to give it a fresh, because I didn't think it was a bad movie. But it's a more qualified recommendation than Juan's.
I guess that's fair. But it got a double fresh, so I don't give a fuck. That feels good.
So it's recommendation time.
Yes, it is.
And since this was my pick, you get to go first.
Okay, so since musicals have been a point of discussion recently...
Oh, really?
Actually...
Where have you been these days? Have you been perchance on Twitter?
On Twitter? What? I don't... La La Land is a white jazz savior movie? What? Huh? Hot takes? What? I don't... It isn't, but whatever. We're not going to get into...
You want to hear my La La Land hot take real quick?
You think it's fine?
I think it's fine.
What? That's crazy, Derek. I'm sorry.
I think it's
too hot for this podcast. Too goddamn hot.
There's stuff to like in that movie, but there's a lot I don't, so it's fine.
Well, you know what's a really good musical, though?
What's a good musical, though? Oh yeah, this is not the first time this has been referenced on one of our podcasts.
Yes, I actually think. Well, obviously, okay. So Woody Allen wrote and directed "Everyone Says I Love You." It's a very super simple, but like really enjoyable, really well mounted musical. I really like it. But the thing is, not all of the actors sing super well, so they all sound like real people, much like Emma Stone sounds like a real human being in La La Land, but people are like, oh, she can't sing, but whatever, that's a different story. But Goldie Hawn obviously can actually sing. So, like, Woody Allen had her, like, tone, like, bring it down a few fucking notches, because, like, she had to sound like a normal person. And I think it's so good. Her rendition of I'm Through With Love is, like, magnificent. The opening number with Edward Norton, My Baby Just Cares For Me, it's so good. I love this movie. I love it. It's by far one of my favorite Woody Allen movies, and I think it's not talked about nearly enough when it comes to his career. And it also has, like, an amazing cast, including, like, Drew Barrymore, Julia Roberts, Tim Roth, other people, Natasha Lyonne. Gabby Hoffman, Natalie Portman,
Other people.
Alan Alda. I don't remember who else. I'm trying to like think of other people.
You
but
don't
that's
have
enough.
to list out the whole cast.
No, I don't, obviously. Anyway, so that's my recommendation. What's yours, Derek?
I'm going to keep it nice and simple. I'm going to recommend Die Hard.
Oh, God, you're such a basic straight boy.
It's literally one of the best action films of the 1980s. It's what made Bruce Willis Bruce Willis. Alan Rickman's really good in it. John McTiernan is a very good director. No one ever thinks of him as a good director, but he is, I assure you.
Mm-hmm.
It's a really good movie. It is piss simple, but it's airtight, perfectly executed. I can't say anything more about Die Hard that hasn't already been said for the last 20 years. Die Hard is a
brilliant movie.
Die Hard is amazing. I mean, basic straight boy or not, it's a fucking brilliant movie.
Yep.
So, yeah, I mean, for the love of God, if you have not seen Die Hard, please watch Die Hard.
Please do. Honestly, it's an excellent, excellent, excellent film, and I actively recommend it. So,
Juan, you didn't tell me what we're doing next time, and I'm very curious.
Oh, did I not?
No?
I thought I did.
You said that you picked it, but you didn't say what it was.
Okay, so one of my favorite actresses is getting a lot of recognition this year, finally, in the United States.
Is this Isabelle Huppert?
Yes, it is Isabelle Huppert, and she's perfect in every single way. And there was this movie she did a few years ago. It is literally the only film in her entire career, which is so long and excellent, and
she's been around for a very, very long time.
Yes, and
she's been doing this shit for like 40 years, easy.
She is arguably the best actress of her generation. But she did this film in 2013 called Tip Top, and I have absolutely no idea what it's about outside of like it involves like police, and I'm pretty sure it's like a comedy.
I have no idea what this is.
Literally don't know what the fuck it's about. But it's called Tip Top. It's by Sergei Bozon.
Is this a French film? We're gonna be going to France?
Yes, it is.
Oh my God.
So
we're gonna visit the old continent, the land of my ancestors.
I mean, we've done like fucking Jean-Luc Godard's films. Like we've done 2 already. Like I think we're okay.
Like we did the Godard film, but that Godard film was about the Stones.
Yes, and then we did Aria, which featured him.
Yeah, I guess that was sort of a French co-production. So next time we're going to do this movie I've literally never heard of. Tip Top, released in 2013, directed by Sergei Bozon.
So, now that the podcast is over, you can also find us, as previously mentioned, on dimthehouselights.com, our film criticism website that we started nearly 3 years ago.
Oh, man.
I know, isn't it wonderful?
Our little baby is growing.
So much. It's wonderful. You can also read a little bit from our other writers, Michelle Arf, Ross Burks, and Chris Mello. 2 of these lovely individuals also have a podcast that you should be listening to called Reloading the Canon. Those would be Ross and Michelle. It's a lovely show.
Yeah, they just put out an episode on Bound, so that's going to be...
You can also find us at the Miami New Times for me and at Montreal Schlock City for Derek. You can also find us on Twitter and Letterboxd under the same exact usernames, which are Derek_G and Whoa, WOAH, it's Juanito. Thank you, and have a lovely, lovely evening.
Jesus Christ, Juan. I thought you were going to have an aneurysm while you were doing that. I got to go check on Juan's heart rate right now. But I can't do that because...
Beep, beep, beep.
This motherfucker is going right into the Atlantic Ocean. He's going on a cruise.
I mean, I might go actually into the Atlantic Ocean.
Good
it's
Lord.
A strong consideration.
But hopefully he will make it back from his cruise in one piece so that we will be able to see you as a pair in 2 weeks.
All right. Peace out. Love ya.